Here we go. Where am I? We got some people writing in. We got questions here. Alicia Keys. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Wah. Afternoon Billy Bistro Tits. You know, people, I've been going to the gym for a couple of months right now, and I'm telling you, I'm getting my revenge body back, all right? When I get out there in my two-piece bikini this summer, okay, I think these insults are going to stop. All right, just listen to your podcast from Thursday and wanted to quickly say that what you were talking about regarding Alicia Keys, I was saying, is that really her last name? What are the odds her last names are Keys and she ends up being a Grammy award-winning pianist? He said it's called nominative. God, I hate like more than 3 syllables. Nominative. That's why I can never hang with Italians. I was good with the first name. Nino, right? And then you get to the second name. Jesus. A lot of vowels. Determinism. Nominative determinism. That's how you say it. Basically, the idea that someone called John Bread is almost destined to become a baker, or Edward Scissorhands becoming a barber. He should have been called Edward Pooper Scooper if he knew who the fuck he was going to be dating years later. Now, now that I've written it, I realize how unbelievably dull this email is. No, it isn't. That's like envisioning whatever, that success thing that people have. Jesus Christ, if I see one more stupid celebrity posting a fucking video trying to inspire me, at what point did all of these people become qualified? Like, what makes you fucking qualified? What, because you twirl around on a fucking stage? Nobody gives a shit, and nobody asks you. Shut the fuck up. Now that I've written, he says, I realize how unbelievably dull this email is, but I've always wanted to write in just to say how much I enjoy the podcast and also how valuable. Can you imagine me actually doing this as you guys write in to me for advice to actually criticize other people for doing the exact same thing? And also how valuable some of the things that you say about your parenting has been for me. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Am I an influencer? More than once, you've made me look at myself and consider the impact of my actions on my daughter. Wow. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, that's why I kind of laid off the NBA Finals. When I saw my daughter looking at me when we were playing Candyland and I'm screaming about the refs going, oh, of course, here we go. Every game, this is what they do. And she's looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, all right, she doesn't need to see that guy. Not now, not ever. Taping the games, watching them when she goes to sleep. All right, eating berries in a survival situation. I love shit like this, by the way. All right? Now, I know you guys know that I'm a big-time liberal. All right? I will not shit anywhere unless it says gender neutral, something, whatever the fuck else you're supposed to say. Peaceful warrior, social justice guy. Eating berries in a survival situation, which may make some of you, you redneck type people, you know? You guys with your lawnmower engines hooked up to your fucking AC to keep it going. You know, you're off the grid guys. I want to hear from you guys. And the ladies too, okay? Not to saying there's not a lady out there that doesn't know how to fucking hotwire a Dodge Ram. Eating berries in a survival situation. Dear Bill Bear Grillsburr? Grillsburr. Is this supposed to be like Grizzly Bear? Grylls, Burr? I don't get it. I'm old. Sorry. I'm sure it was great. On Monday's podcast, you briefly mentioned not eating berries as they're poisonous / magical. I was talking about there's a berry bush. If I say that fucking word one more time, at the end of my driveway, and they look edible, but I know not to eat berries because some of them are poisonous. This person said, you are mainly correct. Eating berries when you can't identify them can cause serious issues, up to and including death. I've went through the Air Force SERE school, survival, evasion, resistance, escape. Dude, you got your money's worth. When the shit hits the fan, you got Air Force training on survival, evasion, resistance, escape. Survival, staying alive. Evasion, avoiding the zombies. Resistance, chopping their fucking heads off. Escaping, getting the fuck out of there before they eat your neck. Fantastic. Anyway, and he says she says, and they teach wilderness survival as part of the curriculum. Another big word, curriculum. Hey, check this out. Attaché case. Attaché. I could say it. Finally could say it. I always say attaché. It's a fucking briefcase, man. The final part of this portion is where they dump you. This is the final part of this guy's training, where they dump you in a remote part of Idaho, the Idaho National Forest. Oh, man, there's bears, there's mountain lions, bobcats, fucking snakes, with a few other people, and you have to navigate and evade people that are looking for you with minimal supplies, basically no food. When it comes to berries, look for dark berries. About 99% of berries are edible without negative effects. See, now there you go. There's some quality information. For comparison, only about 50% of red berries are edible, and the majority of other berries, white, yellow, green, etc., are poisonous to humans. Oh, there you go. I don't think I would ever eat a white, yellow, or green. I would think that they weren't ripe yet. But if I was hungry enough, I'd eat it. Anyway, hope this info comes in handy if you ever get lost on a hike. All the best and go fuck yourself. Well, thank you for writing in. Thank you for your service. Hey, and why don't you thank me? Huh? For my tax dollars that put you in that fucking forest out there. I'm a hero, too. What is there to do in Albuquerque? Dear Bill, I'm a 51-year-old female. Hey, a lady. I love when the ladies finally write in. I wonder why they don't. Oh, I'm a 51-year-old female UPS driver in southwest Kansas. I listen to your Jesus Christ. Talk about the last vehicle you want to be in Tornado Alley is driving that fucking thing. How quickly are you going to get nice little crosswind? You're done. I listen to your podcast when I'm working, so I don't have to listen to my thoughts. I love this person. Thanks for helping me get through the day. I'll do my very best to put the punctuation where they belong so your head doesn't explode. When I was in the 5th grade, I was sent to the reading trailer. So I feel your pain when it comes to reading. Oh, is that what they had, a trailer? Oh, no. And that's out in Kansas, so there wasn't any fucking trees. It was just right out there in the open. I appreciate your common sense approach when it comes to persuading others to consider another view. I'm married to a ginger who wears sunblock religiously. Good for him. He's my rock, long story short. He's my 3rd husband. And I wish I would have calmed the fuck down in my first marriage. My 2nd ex-husband is in prison. Wait, he's my 3rd husband, and I wish I would have calmed the fuck down in my first marriage. Oh, you see, he's saying you fucked up your first one. The second one was a lunatic. My second ex-husband is in prison. I wonder what he did. I remind myself of a puppy that just chews the hell out of everything, but finally is able to sit on the porch and appreciate life. You know, is there anything better than an adult actually just owning up to, hey, you know, the bed I'm laying in, I basically made. Anyway, she says, I'm taking my 12-year-old grandson on the train to Albuquerque for a few days. Do you have any suggestions on where to go or what to do? With a 12-year-old? No. I only went out there to do stand-up gigs, and I used to do Breaking Bad out there, and I would land and go right to wardrobe, and I would go to work. I mean, that was one of the greatest and most efficient sets I was ever on. And usually I'm barnstorming through. I did go up to Santa Fe one time. We shot up there. That was a blast. Well, I would think that there's incredible hiking. I know they do that hot air balloon thing if you're into that. Take some dirt bikes out. There's a lot of stuff to do in nature. And then I would think there's a ton of like Native American stuff you can check out. I will tell you this. It's one of the most beautiful states I've ever been in. And one of the most fascinating things about it is you can see the weather coming. Like you can see a rainstorm off in the distance or whatever, you know. I wish I had more. I haven't been to Albuquerque that many times, but I mean, I know there's a lot of good bars there. I don't think you're taking your 12-year-old there, but there's plenty of great food. I would think the Mexican is fucking incredible there. That's where I would start. They also have all like these websites and stuff. I would do that, but I think it's really cool. I remember going to the Grand Canyon, Vegas, and Los Angeles with my grandmother, and we had a blast. We had a fucking blast. So that's really cool that you're doing that. All right, what else we got here? Sorry, I wish I could have given you more advice. Do I have my phone with me, though? I do. I have a little thing in my phone called Places to Go. So every time I, go somewhere, I know the places to go. Jesus Christ, that's how fucking basic my brain is. I have all these lists of restaurants and all of this shit and stuff to do and all of that in my phone. I'm scrolling right now. I'm looking for maybe New Mexico. I'd have another. Rhode Island, Seattle, St. Louis. Looks like we blew by it. Then I go to Australia, Canada, Europe. All right, wait a second. I don't have anything? Come on. Got to have something. New Orleans, New Jersey, New Haven, New York. Yeah, it's under cities and states. Let's look up Albuquerque. Albuquerque there. Albuquerque. I don't know. I know they have some incredible. You want to take some UFC classes. I know they got a lot of champions come from. What do they call it? Something City. God damn it. This woman said it too, and she was a badass. Duke City or something like that. I forget what, but I was just like, I'm not fucking with, I mean, I gotta go around fucking with people, but anyway. Sorry, I wish I could. Anybody has any ideas, just write in, and I'll do it on the next podcast. Anybody from Albuquerque listening? Where should this person go? There we go. I'm gonna phone a friend on this one.